Hi, I'm Coach Amber, and welcome to the MeatRx Success Story podcast. Today we have Jon with us, and he's going to be talking about his success with the meat-based diet. Welcome, Jon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so Jon, tell us, what was your life and health like prior to starting a meat-based diet? Were you having any health issues or any struggling with maybe weight gain or anything like that?
Yeah, I started injuring my body when I was doing weightlifting when I was young, and my ankles and my wrists or stuff like that. Then when I was about 20, and I was working also in kitchens 14 hours a day, so all my joints are bad, you can say. And then when I was 25, I started having IBS stomach. Quite bad also. So I could get terrible cramps and very swollen and stuff like that. And I did Atkins the first time when I was like 25, and it helped. And then in the last years I've been doing keto on and off because I think it's much harder to stick with than carnivore. It's been easier for me. So I lost a lot of weight. So maybe one year ago I was down to 86, but then I started building a house and rebuilding an old house and working a lot, and I started gaining weight again because I went off the wagon. So I was 102, and then I made up my mind. Now I'm going to do carnivore, and then I've been doing it since the 29th of November, almost 5 months. And I've lost 17 kilos in that time. Yeah.
Well, very good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you implemented a meat-based diet. How did you start out, and what does a typical day look like for you? What do you include? What do you not include? And did you have any transitional issues?
Yeah, I started pretty strict when I started. I've been doing carnivore a few times just as a tool when I was doing keto, so I was a little bit aware of it. But when I started doing like only meat and water and no diary. Diary, I cannot say it. I'm Swedish accent to it. So I started pretty strict, and I went pretty fast over to OMAD because I wasn't hungry. So I ate, and I can eat a lot in one sitting. So I ate 1 kilo meat like 5 o'clock every day, and otherwise only water. And in the beginning, the first week, I was out for a walk for 2 kilometers. I could hardly walk home, so I was so tired. But because I tried to stop coffee at the same time, but that was not a good idea. and and then similar like everyone else, I had bad stools for quite a long time. But then I found out it was the rendered fats mostly for me. I can eat the fat as long as it's in the meat, but not from the pan. So then it became a lot better. And the first 2 months, the energy was a little bit like this. Now it's more even. But even in the beginning, when I work pretty hard sometimes, and when I work hard, then I had energy when I did something, but I just like can get tired when I was taking it easy. But it was like digging from a well sometimes when I was shoveling snow or chopping wood or something like that. So that was nice. But now
Yeah,
it's not.
oh, I'm sorry. I kind of had the same issue when I first went into the transition of eating just meat, was the fatigue. So that's very common, and you kind of
Yeah.
have that kind of energy dip. So that's a very common thing. Did you, by any chance, do you use spices when you eat just meat?
No, only salt.
Hmm,
Or
okay.
Redmond, I ordered from USA because I saw everyone else eating Redmond sea salt. So.
Well, because it's the best, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the best part of the interview is hearing all the improvements. So I want you to go through and talk about the things that you noticed since going meat-based that have improved, even maybe something you didn't even realize you had an issue with. Was there anything that surprised you?
Yeah, my headache. I have bad headaches. The last 2 months when I had a bad diet before I started, I was eating like 200 pills in 6 weeks from my bad headache because I was working so much also. And now I've had like one bad headache in 4 months. And it wasn't as bad as before, even that one, but so I had to take a pill only one time in 4 months. And I had Borrelia 10 years ago. That's when my energy level went down a lot after that, because I went too far before I noticed it, because I'm so used to pain. So I didn't notice I was sick. So I was paralyzed in this side, and my left eye never got 100% good. So it blinked if I blink with them, it was like this. And it was smaller all the time when I was tired. And I didn't notice that in the beginning. I was just wondering, oh, it's gone. And I've operated my foot, and one time I break it just walking 1 year after, and that I still have pain there, but not as much as before. And one big difference when I was walking like this in the night, and I was realizing that I don't need to walk like that anymore, because it's not stiff when I wake up. It's all the same as in the day. So that was quite nice, yeah. And I go to the same massage place, and she said, "What happened to your back? It was so bad before. Now it's so much better. I was always like very tense. Can I train?" I said, "No," she said. "But can I train?" I said, "This time, yes, no problem for you." No. So I've become much better than before, but I still have some way to go, but it's much better.
Well, considering it's only been 5 months, that's pretty amazing. So
Yeah.
kudos to you. I'm super happy to hear that you've had such great improvements. Well, Jon, it was a pleasure talking with you. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you.
And you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, Jon.
Bye-bye.